Hello, I'm Michael Diamond, and you're watching Muscle Central. Okay, this video I'll be talking about uh, 2020 Arnold Classic. Like I've said before, this is shaped up to be a very, very competitive, if not the most competitive Arnold we've seen in a very long time. Even with the absence of Rory Winkler, as we now know that he decided to skip the Arnold and focus on the Mr. Olympia. He's going to take a little bit of a break, give his body a rest, then set his sole focus on the Olympia. That being said, we have a number of people that can still walk away with this first place victory. You got the likes of Josh Lenardowitz and Steve Kuklo, both of them who I don't expect to win, but I do expect to do very well. And both of them have enough going for them that, depending on the conditioning they bring in and the rest of the lineup, it's not out of the realm of possibility that they can walk away with the victory. Either one of them. Then you have Cedric McMillan, former Arnold Classic winner, who we all know has all the tools, can very easily step in there and take that first place slot. Former multiple Arnold Classic winner, Dexter Jackson, former Mr. Olympia. What can I say about him? Everybody knows you cannot count this guy out, and he can very easily slip right in there, depending on a few other factors. He can very easily slip in there and take that first place slot. What I think it's going to come down to, judging by some recent progress picks that I've looked at, I think it's going to come down to William Bonac and Big Ramy. William Bonac, second place, Mr. 2019 Mr. Olympia. That makes him the second best bodybuilder in the world. If nothing else, knowing that he was so close, and it was really a coin toss away from winning the Mr. Olympia. It really could have gone either way, and I don't think if it went in a different direction in his favor instead of Brandon Curry, I don't think there would have been many complaints about that. When you look at him, critiquing him, the only thing that's really going against him is his short torso, which gives him could give him a little bit of a blocky look. But if he brings his conditioning, which he usually does, that's really a non-factor. William Bonac is a very complete bodybuilder, from top to bottom, front to back, side to side. He really has no weaknesses. Inch for inch, for his height, he's packing as much, if not more, muscle than just about everybody else out there. He also has that little extra thing about him, like we always said about Phil Heath. He has that 3D look to his muscles. When he hits the shots, it just pops. William Bonac, if he comes in condition, and like I said, he usually does, he's a very dangerous competitor, capable of beating just about everybody, and he's already beaten Big Ramy on a few occasions, so we know that he can beat him. Big Ramy, uh, what do you say about him? He's the guy we've all been waiting to bring it. He has all the size that's needed. Really doesn't need to get any bigger. Structurally, for a man his size, he has very good structure, and for someone that carrying the amount of muscle that he's carrying, for the size he is, his waist is fairly small in comparison to the rest of his body. His only issue has been conditioning. Now, I've seen some pictures of him now 8 weeks out from the Arnold, and looks big. He's big. Why we call him Big Ramy. Not as big as we've seen him in the past at this point, away from a show, but so he's not as big as we're used to seeing him 8 weeks out, but he's still big. But the difference is the conditioning that he is at this point is well ahead of what he's been at this point in the past. Now, really what it's coming that this is going to come down to is conditioning. I think Ramy is going to come in as good as conditioning as he's ever brought before, if not better. I think it was a 2016 Mr. Olympia. He really brought the conditioning, as well as the 2013 and 2014 New York Pro. I think that the way he looks now, he's on track to surpass that, but by how much? And is he really going to come in with that crisp, razor-sharp conditioning that we want to see from him? My personal opinion, my gut, and I have to go by a track record. Yes, I think Big Ramy is going to bring in better conditioning than he has in the past, but I don't think he's going to bring in the type of condition that he will need to win the show. With the I'm saying this with the assumption that William Bonac, with this fire being lit underneath him, now being the second best in the world, so close to the very top, I do not think that Ramy is going to bring in the kind of conditioning to beat William Bonac. I think we're going to see from William Bonac the best package that we've seen since he's been on the scene. I think it's going to come down to William Bonac, Big Ramy battling it out, and I do think William Bonac will overcome, and he will take the nod. But like I said also early in the video, don't count everyone else, the others out so quick either, because as we all know, a bodybuilding show, things can change very drastically as far in a short period of time as far as how the body looks. But the way I see it, we're gonna have first and second battle, William Bonac, Big Ramy, with William Bonac edging him out on the conditioning. If you agree or disagree with what I've said, please let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share and by all means subscribe. Once again, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. This way, every time I put up a new video, you get notified. And once again, this is Michael Diamond, and I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.